Alright, you get the gist. Everything on screen is what the story contains. Please, if you are not fine with these things, well, anyone should not be fine with these. Please, don't listen to these, or just, I don't know, watch my other shit. It's fun. It's entertaining, hopefully. Well, hope you guys enjoy, and let's go. Hometown. Yin walked through the crowded market of her hometown, her amulet safely tucked in her clothing. As she passed by the vendors, she came across a tall figure. The figure was standing in front of a seamstress stand, holding what seemed to be a pure white shigoromori kimono, which is a wedding dress, basically in Japanese. Yin instantly recognized the figure to be Uzui Tengen. The Phoenix Pillar already felt annoyed, even though he had yet to even talk. Bending her neck down, the hair-colored woman was hoping to quickly sneak away when his gaze snapped towards her. Yin, how flamboyant! What brings you here? Flinching from the obviously loud voice, the woman gritted her teeth. Yin turned to the sound pillar with a factuated smile pasted on her beautiful face. His maroon eyes immediately brightened when he saw her smile. Looking for books? What about you? Oh, sorry. I'm looking for books. What about you? I'm buying a flamboyant wedding kimono. You know, I think it's fate since this is where we first met. Unfortunately, I'm a bit busy, so I must get going. The Phoenix Pillar turned to leave, but was stopped by Uzui, who quickly blocked her path. Wait, I need your help. Pinching the bridge of her nose, she asked respectfully, with what? Uzui showed her the kimono he was holding. With a wide grin, he patented the soft fabric with enthusiastic, "What do you think about it?" Glancing at the kimono, Yin half-heartedly responded, "It's great, lovely even. I really need to go now." "One more thing, then you can go, I swear." Once again, the sound pillar blocked her path. The woman lifted up her arm, veins protruding from her hand. She almost launched her fist into his face, but stopped when she thought of her punishment that was not over yet. "What is it?" "Can you take your measurements for this?" The sound pillar begged, motioning towards the, I'm going to butcher this name again, Shigoromuko kimono. "It's a surprise wedding for my fourth wife. You are the same size as her." Barely listening to anything he said, Yin agreed. The hair-colored woman just wanted to get everything over with. With it as quickly as possible, Uzui took the measurement tape and found the shop owner and began taking the woman's measurements. At times, his hand would linger, forcing the Phoenix Pillar to harshly pinch him. Finally, after what seemed to be like forever, it was done. Uzui quickly wrote down the woman's measurements before the Phoenix Pillar could say anything else. Yin was long gone. The man sighed, maroon eyes dreamily gazing at the path of the Phoenix Pillar had disappeared from. Turning to the seamstress, he asked, "Do you have any, I'm going to say this, wakaposhuki?" "Yes, there are many different designs. May your bride come? We can find something that suits her." "No need. Do you have any that suits the woman that just left?" I don't know why I did that. While Yin was out searching for any information about her curse, a scarred pillar quickly picked the iron lock that kept the wooden door of the Phoenix Pillar closed. Hearing a familiar click, the smile spread across his face. With a red box in hand, he quickly pushed open the door. Listening carefully for any movement, he walked to the dining table. As he was about to place the red box into the table, he felt a presence coming closer. Sanemi panicked. He turned his head back and forth, searching for a place to hide. Unable to find anything, he slid under the table, hoping that she wouldn't notice him. The sound of footsteps slowly made their way to Sanemi's hiding spot. The white-haired man squeezed his eyes shut and held his breath. The figure slowly bent over to peek under the table. What are you doing here? Saname's eyes burst open upon hearing the male voice. Eyes adjusting, he immediately made contact with Giyu's deep blue eyes. The sound pillar shot up, banging his head on the table. What the fuck are you doing here? The scarred man shouted. He crawled out from under the table, clenching his head. Once he fully stood, he glared at the water pillar, who stared at him blankly. I asked you first. Screw that. I can't believe the water pillar would stoop so low to trespass into her home, Sanami scoffed before clenching down at the fabric within Giyu's fingers. Is this your shirt in your hand? Wow, what a creep. Are you not also trespassing? The wind pillar's face quickly turned red, embarrassed, taking over his features. It's different. It's leaving her a gift. She loves the oriki I give her. It always gone by the next day. The water pillar glared towards the trash bin where the red box was peeking out. Are you sure? Following his gaze, Sanami looked over to the trash, seeing the familiar red oriki box. He felt disappointed and grounded his teeth together. Brushing it off, the wind pillar non-clenchedly shrugged his shoulders. So what? She probably just doesn't like uraki. Or it's just bad. Shut up. At least I'm not a weirdo that's stealing her clothes. I'm not stealing. Then why do you have her shirt? I'm returning it. Why the fuck did you even have it in the first place? The two went back and forth in the Phoenix estate. The two continued to argue. They failed to notice a small white snake slither away with a pink cloth clenched within its mouth. The Phoenix pillar trickled home with disappointment. During her time out, she scanned a few books about curses, but was unable to find any information. As Yin walked, she came across a familiar figure. Yin's eye-colored eyes took in the man's black shaved hair and recognized him as the unconscious man she met a couple days ago. The man saw her and froze, his face turning red once more. However, this time he remembered to breathe, letting out a loud huff. He hunched over. Yin was very weirded out and showed concern over her fellow demon slayer. Are you alright? Genya. My name is Genya. I'm going to butcher their last name, but Shinaguzui. Are you Shinaguzui-san? His face turned red again, feeling all of the air leave his chest. He stuttered. Yin was quick on her feet and caught the falling man. Gazing up at the Phoenix pillar, he felt a pressure in his nose. Genya couldn't stare for any longer, so he quickly shut up and ran, his hands covering his face. Yin watched with his retreating figure with great confusion. When the gun-wielding slayer reached his room, he finally gained the ability to breathe. Thinking about what happened, he felt his face turn red again and raised a hand over his face. Gradually, Genya's racing heart slowed. Grabbing the journal at his bedside, he flipped into a blank page and began to write the events that had occurred. Yin asked if I was okay today. He couldn't help but a large grin that pulled on his lips. Nearly giggling, he controlled the tremble of his hand and continued to write. It was the first thing she ever said to me. I can't believe she was actually worried about me. All that praying that she would notice me finally paid off. All throughout the night, Genya wrote with details his experience and fantasies with the Phoenix pillar. The next day, Yin was walking back to her estate, a pile of books stacked in her arms. She walked carefully, attending to keep the books balanced. Angel! A figure barreled towards her. Peering over the stack of books, she saw a familiar mop of flame-like hair. Oh, hello, Rengoku-san, the haired-colored girl greeted. All of a sudden, the weight of the books straining her arms were no more. The Phoenix pillar effortlessly swiped the books from her grasp, smiling widely at the woman. It's been so long, Angel. You never even visited me when I was injured. Rengoku winced, a pout taking over his feature. Yin smiled weakly, her brain working overtime to think of an excuse. Yeah, I, a lot has been going on. The Phoenix Pillar cringed at her vacant response. Glancing around, she hoped to find something to alert his attention. Does it have to do with anything with the curse? Her eye-colored eye snapped back to his, feeling wary. Sensing her discomfort, he waved one of the books in front of her. I'm just guessing from the cover's curses what to do. She quickly took the books from him. It was nice catching up with you, but I'm busy. Yin quickly fled in attention to her panicked state. The pile of books obscuredly in her vision, causing her to slam right into the fence. The books went flying. The Phoenix Pillar was sent to the ground. The Flame Pillar was immediately at her side, fussing over her. The loud pounding of her heart in her ears drowned out everything the man was saying. Quickly regathering the books, she sped off despite Rengoku's shouts. Angel, Yin, you forgot your pouch. Within the Phoenix Pillar's hands was a familiar white amulet. Looking down at the omori, his thumb brushed over the red lettering. He lifted his head to gaze at its shrieking form before gently hawking the item. It's time for today's Taisho era secret. The seamstress thinks that Izui is a very frickled husband. When the water and Hashira saw each other. I don't know why, but I was dying over the fact that, I can't remember what part, but I was like, oof. But, hopefully you guys enjoyed. P.S. I'm giving some little spoilers, but you have, 4 more chapters until something big happens. So, have fun, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, lovelies.